Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean X coming at you. A little look ahead lines for Friday, February the 20th. A short schedule of college basketball for sure. I thought I had a look ahead lines with the basketball outlier, but I only have that in midday money and college picks. All right, midday money, tournament picks, NBA. Do not have a look ahead with the we got the googly eyes. You got that working for us. But what is this one? Late night money, NFL, MLB. What are we gonna do? What can we do? I gotta get my arts and crafts guy on this. Anywho, listen. Crap. 0-3 day for me. South Alabama, South Dakota, and NJIT. I had two favorites today. And I'm a little annoyed. South Dakota was, I saw they were down 8 and then they lose by 20 with 3 minutes to go. Are you kidding me? You know, South Alabama, I had Texas State circled. The line was 2. I thought this game should be like 5. I'm like, you know what? And this is, again, I did this before. And you could turn on a bunch of shows. Everybody's always right 100% of the time. Never make mistakes. This is same thing with freaking NJIT today as well. I had the underline looking at Albany here because, again, I'm thinking 4.5, 5, opening at 2.5. And I overthink. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to, again, stupid. I'm dumb. 0-2 today. And then the same thing happened. I mentioned it with Drexel. The other week was there. That was a loser. Green Bay did come in. So that is 1-3. And I think there was another time as well. I'm going through my past games. I'll find it. That is just 1-3. I'm sure there's another one. I just have to go back here and pull it up. But again, 3, just I don't. And I said it today. The dogs have been cashed. Well, what am I doing going off of my system for 2 points when we've been hitting underdogs at a good clip? I'm just totally annoyed at myself. Now, there were close call games today. And that's what these would have been on the opposite side of this. Texas State and Albany, they would have fallen into the almost kind of area of games. You know how those games have been going? Binghamton today is an almost game. Winner outright. Plus 5.5. Wagner plus 5.5. Winner outright. Southern Utah plus 5.5. Winner covering the spread. Alabama State was a loser. And Bakersfield is getting crushed. 3-2. 3-2. And like I said, I like to use the opening number. Right? I use the opening number, not the closing number. 2.5 in NJIT. It was 4.5 by the time it got to the closing bell. South Alabama, I believe, was the same. Where are you? 2.5, 4. So at 4, I'm not taking a favorite. I should have known better. This is why you're either in it or you're not in it. We have our ugly games. Gardner-Webb today. Got it done. I mean, that is a system play. That's 112 and 67. It just happens to be in the ugly category. Covered. Kansas City, not so much. Not so much. Just annoying. 112 and 68 with the systems. 50-50 just with the Uglos. 3 and 2 day for the almost famous. 65 and 54. And I'm annoyed. And I'm annoyed at myself. Sometimes you just gotta. I don't get frustrated much with betting. You can't. You need a short attention span. But 4 and 10 this week with my dogs. When actually a couple favorites in there, right? Definitely. I'm getting a little annoyed with that. 128 and 102. That's 56% since our January 8th run of dogs. We have a few faves sprinkled in there. 7 totals that went 4 and 3. Not really affecting things. I just got to I don't do anything. I had the winners. I'm just stupid. Tomorrow there's only 2 things I like tomorrow. Now we got a bunch of comments. Jackson House, still waiting on my play. Cal Poly slow against Hawaii. Late night, 10.5. Well, you got 11.5. Good number there. Celtics got it done under Canada USA Hockey. I was getting into it with my guy Gabe from Sports Grid on EX. He was talking about the ESPN with no more Sunday Night Baseball with like women's WNBA, and I always like to hand him about WNBA and hockey, and like hockey nobody watches. I said he's like 103 million people or 1 million people or something he put for women's basketball. I'm like, yeah, 1 million hostages. But the hockey, I'm not a big hockey, especially Olympic hockey. I'm not betting on it. No thanks. Dogs tomorrow. I like 2. I like 2 dogs tomorrow. Green Bay is a close call, and Niagara would be in. That is it. Those are my games for tomorrow. I don't love anything. There's no hoops with Higgs on picks and parlays. Although I am on Winners and Whiners today. I did a live on Winners and Whiners. Wonder if everybody's going to watch. Got to bring the Winners and Whiners channel back. So I said, you know what? We're going to Winners and Whiners. Stream it up. But those are my dogs there. I mean, listen, we got Akron. I'll give us the little Marcos minute in a second here. Mike's in the house. King D. Clippers second half. Here we go. 3 in one night. Tulane got it done. Spurs first quarter. Clippers first quarter. And the Rockets. You took the Rockets, huh? I'm not a Rocket. Clippers second. I have no idea. I had the Knicks tonight. Loser. 2 and 1 for King D. Weber, Eastern Washington first half. Lost the William Mary again. The old short favorite round 1.5s, 2s, dogs and fays running around. Circle. I do not like those games, King D. Sacramento State. How'd they do tonight? I didn't even look. Let me scroll up Sacramento State. They are down 11. No, please. Mr. Numbers was like, you got to ban Jesse if he gives a loser. I mean, that's fade him tonight. Yeah. They are bad anyways. Who's that? The Sacramento State? NBA tomorrow. I know you can't wait. Heat first quarter. Best road first quarter team in the NBA. Playing with revenge. Hawks off a nice win today. Okay, so the Heat arrested Atlanta won in Philly. Okay. Heat first quarter. Do we have lines for this game yet? Do we have lines? Let's see what we got here. NBA. No quarters yet, only for the game. Let's check out this other site. We've gone to M. We will check out Flash. Again, nothing, just game lines. Nothing for the quarters yet here. Let's head on over to site number 3. Let's see if we got anything on this one. On the old Wager Hub. Maybe we have some first quarters on here. I might join you on the first quarter. But again, my join has none of these posted yet. Although my Flash MLB, we got MVP winner up, exact World Series, wins by pitcher. I told you I took a Trey Savage here. Most regular season home runs, most ribbies, stolen bases, strikeouts by pitcher, saves. Got some baseball props up. Kind of want to lay with the Billikens tomorrow. I know it's going to be squares. Heck, I think VCU is one of the most overrated mid-majors. Really, got them overrated. I mean, I think they're a top 40, top 50 team. Mr. Weskers, what would it be? Me coming on the show and Mr. Weskers mocking my 2004 polo shirts. You put me on to Green Bay? Have you now? Have you now? I wonder how many times I can pull up how many times I've taken Green Bay. I wonder if I could do a search for Green Bay in my picks. Green Bay. Let's see what comes up. I'll do a search for Green Bay. Not sure how this is going to work. I think we have future lines here. You know what? Maybe I look up Wisconsin Green Bay. I was coming out with all of my NFL was coming up there. Oh, you know what? No. Here we go. Let's see if I could find it here. Sports, basketball. We'll get back to this, Mr. Weskers. Oh, here we go. Just like that. Let's go through me and Green Bay. January 7th, Green Bay plus 2.5. Winner. Green Bay versus IU Indy. IU Indy plus 8.5. Loser. Green Bay plus 7.5. Winner. Green Bay plus 6.5. Winner. Cleveland State plus 8 versus Green Bay. Winner. Green Bay plus 7.5. Winner. Green Bay minus 130. Winner. So, January 5th, January 9th, we faded them. And then plus money. January 22nd, 7.5 winner. 6.5 on the 24th winner. 30th, it was a fade. Cleveland plus 8 winner. February 4th winner plus 7.5. At home, February 12th winner. But yes, I've never bet them before. Traditional gambling media outlets are dinosaurs. It's a new era. What does that mean? Doug Gottlieb is suspended for the game. He was arguing with the refs for tomorrow's game against Oakland. 6.5, though. Again, it's a close one. I haven't used a lot of close games. They're more of the free picks lately. One of them are Markel's in-house. Zach Gallen gets $24 million for a 43 area. He likes that stuff. I told you Gallen was going to get $20 million. I said he was. And you know what? You just brought that up. I got to send the message to our buddy Rod. Where is he at? My old cohort of videos. Zach Gallen, 24 milli. Let's see. Poor Warriors. This is getting bad. If the Giants don't do something about their bullpen, it's going to be a rough year in the Bay. Oh, listen, your Warriors are crap. We knew this. We knew that. We knew they were bad. I told you I have a Giants to win the division on my Flash account. 20-1. I put $100. 100 for 2,000. You know what? Whatever. We'll take a shot there. I did not do their win total. I gotta look at what their win total is. Texas Tech topping out for the year. Yep. Good night, Irene, in that one. Yeah, well, they're out of it. Baseball is right around the corner. You know, King Day. I'll be doing ribbies with Higgy or Higgy's ribbies. I'll be doing every night. I'll put out a Higgy ribby video. People talking trash and UConn saying they'll make Sweet 16. I think they make the Final Four with the Gators. Pen is out. I got to go to the back of the book here. That's where I keep crazy stuff from when like Marcos comes in and every year he says the Bucks and Golden State win the NBA championship and the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. We got Mr. Weskers. February 19th, UConn, Florida, Final Four. Pen is out. Kansas City, 82.5 wins. I didn't grab them this year. We got Braves over 88.5, Astros under 85.5, Angels over 70.5, Dodgers under 103.5, Brewers under 84.5, Pirates over 77.5, Twins under 74.5 so far. 4 titles in 12 years. Warriors made the playoffs once in 25 years of watching. Prior to that, cannot be happy with this. Steph Curry deserves better. I get it. 4 totals, 4 and 12. But when's the last one they won? What year was that? Red Sox over 87.5. You know what? I don't know. I want to maybe take an Orioles one. They could somehow swing a pitcher. White Sox over 73.5. Let me pull out my sheet of projections. 70. Hold on a second. The White Sox are 73.5. Dude, this was 67.5. DraftKings, it was 65.5. It's up to 73.5. I'm going to go under that. Guardians 78.5. Cubbies, where's Cleveland? Under 78. Yeah, that was 80.5. So that's come down. All right, we'll get back at the basketball. Let's do it. King D, Orioles. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the Orioles. I think if the bats come back, Gunnar Henderson's will come back from injury. So we need some pitching too. You know, like the NBA, but give me the Blazers money line versus the Nuggets. Is this for Friday? Markel. Portland. I'll agree with you there. Portland at home. Denver's coming out of a late game versus the Clippers. I agree. Take the points. I'm with you. It was before, the Yankees, Cowboys were one of those other teams you pretend to be a fan of did. Oh, boy. All right, you got jokes here. Okay. Yeah, it's down low. It's Detroit's division. And for Kansas City, I need Raggins back. Brown tomorrow. We're talking Brown basketball. Is Brown playing tomorrow? What do you got? Princeton at home dogs. Let's go. Time for some college basketball. And that's what we do look at lines for. Although when there's a dozen games, it's okay to drift into others. Akron and Ball State, 14.5, 146.5. This was 13.5 this afternoon, so it's moved down a point there. No real opinion in that game. Iowa and St. Peter's, 1.5, 141.5. This total's gone up. It was 139.5. And I would like the over 139.5. 141.5 is probably where it should be there. We've mentioned – we didn't mention this one. Next one up here is Milwaukee and Detroit. I wanted to take Milwaukee here thinking I'm going to be getting more points. We're in a position again where it's a 2.5. I feel like after losing 2 tonight – excuse me, hold on a second. I feel like after I lost 2 games today doing the same stupid crap that I can't come back with Milwaukee because I just took South Alabama and NJIT in the same exact spot. Detroit's laying the same number, 2.5. My numbers all had it at 5, and here we go. It's 2.5. It's a Milwaukee play. I'm probably going to add this. You know what? Might as well make a banner up as we go here. Let's get to it. We got to get rid of some of these here, though. What we got going on here? These are old. These are some games from the last couple of days. All right, so we're going to go Milwaukee. Why the heck is my I got the mic right in front of me. I can't line on my fingers on the keyboard here. All right. Let's get this. Milwaukee plus 2.5. Game number one. Princeton and Brown. Brown, a 1.5 point favorite here. 131.5. This was 130. I would prefer the under in this game. You know what? We'll rock it out. We're gonna rock out with our C's out, as they say. Brown under 130.5. As we go, game by game. Next up, the Green Bay Oakland game. Again, I have to put Green Bay in here because this is a almost famous game. Almost gets in, almost plus 6.5. Green Bay, again, just kind of fitting that system, which is currently 65 and 54. Here's another one, sort of a near miss, with Sacred Heart and Fairfield, 4.5, 156.5. It's close enough. I don't know if I want to put the 4.5 out there. I do lean Sacred Heart in this one. Canisius and Ryder, 1.5, 133.5. Again, would lean under in this one. Not pulling the trigger on here. Niagara and Mount St. Mary's. This would be a Niagara plus 6.5. Marist and Manhattan. Marist coming in 4.5 point road favorites. Total 140.5. Now 141.5. I lean Marist in this one. My numbers got this at a 6.5. It's 4.5. But again, I haven't really been playing road faves since the beginning of the year, right? I mean, I mentioned the dog record here, 128 and 102. I'm not going to switch off there now. St. Louis and VCU, 8.5, 165.5. There is a 7.5 at FanDuel. So DraftKings 8.5, FanDuel 7.5. Shop around. If you like St. Louis, get 7.5. If you like the dog and VCU, take the 8.5. I'd be inclined. I know Mike was thinking VCU's a little overrated. I got him as a team up in the 40s here. So I will. Again, this is it too good to be true? Like we've seen, like Florida laying some kind of crazy number, like Arizona 9 versus Texas Tech, Florida 9 to somebody. You know, like you see a big number. Iowa State and Kansas was 7. We've seen you kind of get lured into taking the dog. Now paid off Texas Tech doggy outright. Kansas, not so much. But the St. Louis and VCU fit those categories as Kansas and Iowa State and Arizona and Texas Tech, where it's like blowout city by one or the other. I think these teams are – I don't think it's a coin flip game, but it's enough for me to say, you know what? VCU plus 8.5. There you go. Siena and Mary Mac, 3.5, 133.5. This total's gone up to is 131.5. I'm gonna say we'll go under here. We'll throw an under out here in this game because why not? Why not? Give me the under. And the last game, Bowling Green and Miami, Ohio. Undefeated crew, 7.5. There are 8s. There are 8.5s. 153. Again, if you think they're going to get picked off, we did it the other day. If you think a team's going to get picked off, don't take the 8.5 points. Come in. Take Bowling Green and the money line, 295. 295. These guys, listen, you look at the spreads in their games, they've covered even the short game. You're like, oh boy, look at the spread. It's short. 2.5, win by 9. 7.5, win by 16. 2.5, 16. 4.5, the win by 2 at Buffalo. 16.5, 24. 9.5, win by 2 at home versus UMass. 1-point dog win by 6. 10-point favorite win by 3. Again, Buffalo, 2 close games, Buffalo, 105-102 and 73-71. Toledo, 1.5-point dog win by 14. Bowling Green comes in 16-11, 11-3 ATS, 5-5 on the road, 4-6 ATS run. And Miami Hobbs in the series, 4-6 ATS, 7-3 straight up. They beat Bowling Green in December, 93-83. So there is that. Miami has Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, Toledo, and the Ohio Bobcats coming up. And when we're talking action, Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan 4-10, 3-10 for Western. The Ohio Bobcats are in 3rd place, 4th place. Not like it's a look at spot, but I'm not going to come in and grab a money line here with Bowling Green. Rather, I prefer the points. We'll take the take the points of Bowling Green. I can make it. We can make a Bowling Green pick here, plus 8.5. That's what we will do. That is what we're going to do here on a Thursday night / Friday morning. Picks are in the chat. Let's head on over to my profile on the X World. Look at Lines is live there. It says 13 people are watching because I'm awesome. Yeah, I'm a superstar. Look at Lines. CBB for Friday. Milwaukee plus 2.5. Brown under 130. Green Bay plus 6.5. Niagara plus 6.5. VCU plus 8.5. Siena under 133.5. And Bowling Green plus 8.5. There you go. We picked up a whole nother view on Winners and Winers. That's a 2-pack on Winners and Winers. Welcome back, Winners and Winers family. Good to see you. Let's see. Here we go. We've got some more baseball talk here. So Purdue against Indiana. 10.5. Off a bad loss, you think they bounce back, Mr. Weskers. You think they bounce back. Yeah, we are live at night, fellas. You know it. Normally, between 11 and 11:30, before the midnight hour strikes. I know there's other late night money shows now. I'm not the only game in town. It used to be the only late night money, but there's others. I know Kerms does a show. Ramon has a late show. So it is what it is. So appreciate you popping on in and saying hello. Padres win total. I don't know what it is now. It was openers 86.5. Actually, 85.5 was my most recent number when I wrote them down. So. With Dylan Cease gone, they're going to win more. Yeah, Cease is good. You pencil the guy in for 200 innings, and if you hit the ball, you get some wins out of him. I know wins aren't cool now, but I think you need them. 84.5. Who's his staff? I mean, they're really going to be pumped up about. They're going to. I like King. He's their ace. Pavetta, he had a good year, so is he due for a bad year? Has his career's gone. Joe Musgrove is always hurt. Randy Vasquez. J.P. Sears. Who am I missing here? Who else they got? What other pitchers? I know they brought in Darvish is basically retired. Griffin Canning. We're high on Griffin Canning here. Jermaine Marquise. Rockies guy get him out of Mile High. Waldron. Might be want to take Bowling Green tomorrow. I thought UMass was going to get Miami on the road. Watch Bowling Green get it done. Plus 280. Thought it'd be higher, 87, 88. Thought it'd be higher? Come on. Fullerton 390 on the money line live. Where'd you get that? It's a pick'em, bro. It's 93.92. How'd you get 390? That was 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago might have been a different score. Like I said, they're up one now. Maybe I was thinking the same thing about the win total. Green Bay will be a public play tomorrow. I think Green Bay is going to be a public play. Not Purdue. Wisconsin, Green Bay, Phoenix will be the public play. Nine-time champion. I'm having no NBA luck aside from teasing 215-ish totals to low twos and pounding over some parlays. NBA, 9-time. No betting a lot. It's right there in the initials. There you go. King D's got a 93-92 win at plus 390 10 minutes ago. This message was at 11 or 12:04, depending on your time zone. He took a 390 10 minutes ago. Yeah, out of the All-Star break, listen, I took the Knicks today thinking you got a peer in town, beat them, they beat you. They got trucked. That's why I don't like the NBA. Not sure what the opening number was. Yeah, for the Padres, 85.5. Miami O covering machine of late. They've been winning of late, that's for sure. And again, still no respect. I mean, I think there's talk that if they don't win their conference tournament, they won't even be in the NCAAs. That's how bad they're. I mean, they're barely a top 90 team, and I don't think that's fair because do you think a team from the Big Ten wants to play these guys? No. Miami, Ohio, 17-6 ATS on the year, a 7-3 ATS run, missing by 2.5 in Buffalo, 6 against UMass, 3 more against Buffalo. So there's that. Bowling Green, 11-13, 4-6 ATS run. King D with I don't know what emoji that is. Big 3. We're talking about the game. There's a go. Winners and whiners back in the house. I'd love to see it. Clippers take the lead over. This is Denver, right? Padres staff is weak. Position players are old. Great BP. Average D. Tough division. Yeah. You got the Dodgers. I think your Giants are going to be better. And I can't really sleep on Arizona's offense. Yeah, crazy. Excellent. I'll get around you like the in Marist Manhattan game. I would lean Marist as a road fave. King D and Mike cash it in on a little live action. So there you go, Mike A. We went through the Marcos Minute rundown here on a short, I should say, not a slow Friday. We got short card. Milwaukee, Brown under, Green Bay, Niagara, VCU, CN under, and Bowling Green. There you go. And we could add a Trailblazer play in here as well if we want to. If we're really jumping into things here. I'm not going to say no to the Portland Trail Blazers. There you go. All right. 40 minutes on the late show. Thanks. I think I'm going to come in and talk for 10, 15 minutes. It turns into longer shows of Midday Money. A lot more views as well. And I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll tell you what, tomorrow, the Look Ahead Line show, we are deep. 19 that are basically in. Well, actually, there's 3, 6, 7, 8 are close. So 11 that are in, 8 are on cusp, and another 14 that are, again, like 4-point spreads. We'll see what they open at. My numbers versus theirs. Maybe we get a little better number with the books. Who knows? But, yeah, tomorrow night's show. Hoops with Higgs on Picks and Parlays, if you're watching those videos. I should probably put something on my YouTube channel as well. But I do the live show here, so there's that. And we're out of here. It'll be Nuggets first quarter tomorrow if they lose tonight. No, we'll take Portland. King, do you have a good night? Miami, Ohio is a lock from Dylan. Dylan, the pen is out. And we're going head-to-head because we got Bowling Green here. Dylan Mullins. Miami, Ohio. -8.5. Lock emoji. All right, my friend. Dylan, tomorrow night, come on back. We'll be doing a live again tomorrow night. And also at lunchtime tomorrow. So come in and say hello in the Midday Money Show. Winners and Whiners, folks, still sticking around. Appreciate it. I'll be streaming back on Winners and Whiners. I got the okay. For live stuff on Winners and Whiners. And Winners and Whiners, you might get some YouTube channels, some videos back as well. I'm out of here. Back tomorrow for Midday Money. Thanks for watching. And as always, bye-bye.